So do you explore this question of place and complications of place with your freshman comp students?
Yes, I do. I have developed a course where first what we do is we read a lot of narratives about Houston, and there are quite a few. In fact, there was a literature book that was put out by Texas Christian Press called Literary Houston, and we read some selections of that, and then we also read some selections about writing about places. And so we read things and we talk about like what are the narratives of Houston, and also ask them because at University of Houston most of the students have lived in Houston in the outlying areas for most of their lives, and so they have some concept that it's an opportunity city, it's a driver city, it's an oil city, it's boring, it has a lot of freeways. I mean, they're very typical things that they say, and so then we start to scratch underneath the surface about, well, what else can you see? And I give them very particular examples to go out and observe things, to go out and look around your neighborhood, to look at your drive home. Of course, be safe. Don't take a video on your drive home, and to start researching different things about the city. Try to look at some news, some alternative things, and then we do a series of assignments up until a big research assignment where they pick a topic about Houston and do some research about it. So it's very place-based, the class, and they get to develop their own interests about something. And I've gotten some really great papers. I mean, some of them have done some neighborhood-based papers about where they've lived, about their own neighborhoods. Some of them have done, well, my dad's worked for the oil industry for years, and now all of a sudden we're talking about alternative energy. What is the oil companies doing about that? And they've come up with some really interesting things that the oil companies are actually spending a lot of R&D in alternative energy, so they're well prepared for when the shift comes. And so I've learned a lot about Houston as well through them, and they've learned a lot about their city, and it gives them a different view of where they live.